Another Tape Don't Lie segment here. Max Browne. We're going to get to Virginia Tech, UNC, and looking at players, position groups that are going to have to step up to win this game. And for me, I'm going to look at Emanuel Ballmer as a player that's going to have to step up, because this is a guy that had 3 sacks against Duke. But look at the way he plays, right? You get help from the other side, and these guys are getting after the quarterback, even without their defensive coordinator in this game.
Without a doubt, Virginia Tech has been getting after the passer. 13 sacks in 2 games. Bellmar's leading the charge, 3 this past game. And you can tell, right? He's lined up in the boundary. He's a wide 9, ears are pinned right after the quarterback, and this is what we've seen. It's a great job by him not letting the left tackle's hands engage him, bending the edge, right? We see that drill work at every single level, and then the motor to finish it off and get the sack. Virginia Tech has a depleted secondary with COVID and everything going on. Well, what's the best friend for a depleted secondary? It's an absolute beast of a pass rush, and that's what we've seen. And credit Ballmer and all these guys for getting after the quarterback.
Yeah, Ballmer does a really good job. I love this. Runs through what is a little bit of a hold there. And then when you get to this play, this is something, and we're going to talk about this with UNC, but why does Noah Gray not even get a chip on him?
Yeah, it's tough scheme right here. They have the whole line sliding to the right. And if you're the H-back, you at least got to get a shoulder on a shoulder right there. You at least got to help your quarterback out. But credit Ballmer. He's football IQ, right? He's understanding what the offense is trying to do to them. He's sniffing out the play action. He's sniffing out the leaking tight end. And he's like, hey, screw it. I'm just going to get after the quarterback. But this is tough right here on Duke. If you're going to have that slide to the right, you got to help a backside defensive end, especially when it is Ballmer. Don't allow your quarterback to get killed. And that's exactly what Ballmer does.
Yeah, I love this one here because they're showing you something different, right? And it's still only rushing 4, but I love the way that the defensive end bounces back on the right side on Duke's right side of the line. You see Rayshard Ashby come in, and he occupies that tackle, and what you have is a free runner here in Ballmer. And you're going to give him a free run. He's going to sack you every single time, as we saw in these back-to-back plays.
Yeah, this is a scheme win by Virginia Tech. Protection slides to the right. Why does it slide to the right? The safety's creeping down. Defensive coordinator, he knows what he's doing. Let's slide the offensive line to the right. Let's free up our best pass rusher on the other side, knowing that they're going to be a man down. Once again, another protection mishap, but Virginia Tech takes advantage, and that's one of those things. If you can dial up a couple of those across the game, get a couple sacks, changes the course of the game. Credit Ballmer in this entire defense.
So we're going to flip it to UNC, and this is the thing that Max, I'm sure you noticed this because these are the guys that are your lifeline. I'm looking at running backs blocking, right? We got Javonte Williams. We've got Michael Carter here. We see Williams miss a block that leads to an interception. How critical are running backs in the pass pro scheme?
Yeah, they're huge, right? You see that at every level you get, the ability to pass pro as a running back becomes more and more vital. Once again, this is tough scheme-wise for North Carolina, right? They're going to go a gap protection rather than man protection. They're going to slide all the way to the right, puts your running back on an island. It's a tough scenario right there. But watch my man respond right here. And this is what I love about to put your nose right in there. And we're going to see Javonte Williams absolutely stone the offensive the linebacker coming on a blitz. And this is how you would like to protect it, right? They go man protection right here. They pick up the 5 guys on the line of scrimmage, and they're saying, all right, Williams, you got the middle linebacker. He picks him up. That was fantastic pass protection.
I mean, it was brutal, and it was beautiful all at the same time. I love that. And then we get another one here. This is from Michael Carter, and I love this because you get a little TE game, right? You get that guy looping inside, and the way that the guard can't get there, but he gets there, stops it, and is able to give Sam Howell some time to make this throw down the field.
3rd and 18, the rule for a running back is if you have someone great, chip them and do your job. If not, get out. All right, there's a red jersey that shows face. He picks him up, allows Sam Howell, one of the best quarterbacks in the country, to get out, and this is a nightmare if you're of a defense. You have 3rd and 18, the ability to convert that's absolutely trouble, and you mentioned the TE game. Very obvious if we go back and look at it a little bit, the body language of the defensive end. Does that look like a defensive end that's rushing? I'm not so sure. That looks like a guy that's gearing up to come inside. A running back notices it, offensive line communicates, and you allow your best player to go out and make a play. Great job by UNC, and they'll have to do more of that when put in tough scenarios.
Yeah, Max, I honestly, this is one of those things. Everybody's looking at Sam Howell, who's rightfully the star of this UNC team, their wide receiving group who does a good job. These workhorse along the running back position. But I love seeing guys that go out there and block because it's about sacrificing yourself to go let your team make a bigger play. And I think UNC really has that in these two running backs. That's why I had to put them both on the list. Back in the lab with Max Browne. Max, Florida State, they really instituted, as you can see right up there, ground and pound, right? They got Jordan Travis in the game, and they decided we're going to be a running football team. I think we saw a little bit of a spark against Jacksonville State. Look at Jordan Travis. What's your takeaway when you watch Jordan Travis on this play and then the rest of this team?
My take on that specific play is he's looking to headhunt out there. He's looking to get a block for his man, but I like it. Like you said, he's the spark for this offense, and it's really a four-headed monster in the backfield. When you look at their stats for the first four weeks, they have four different guys with about 25 carries. Travis is certainly one of them, but one thing he does great is he gets on the edge, right? The Florida State Seminoles are getting to the edge quickly. Mm-hmm. They're putting pressure on this defense. They're putting pressure on someone to cover the pitch man, someone to cover Travis, and anytime you're getting the ball to Feely, he'll make you pay, and we saw that a lot last week.
So that play was ran from the 13. We look at this play right here, ran from the 10. Same look, same play. But guess what? Travis tucks it, and now we got a first down inside the 7 to be able to go out and score some more points for Florida State. I love this kind of the multiplicity of this offense because they're giving their quarterback options, and they're making the defense have to make tough decisions.
Yeah, and that tough decision is on one side is the defensive end being so tight. And that's one thing I would expect teams to adjust on. Look how quickly they get to the edge with the defensive end being tight and crashing down. But it's a byproduct of what Florida State's been able to do on the edge. When we look at this or that last play, they're screaming over the top, trying to get there, trying to make a play, and not necessarily being fundamentally sound. On this one, you talk about winning your one-on-one matchups. Look at the eye candy that Florida State does in the background. Number 0 takes one step to his left, gets himself pinned. Florida State's offensive line is able to crack down on that, create a play. That's what all these running backs do for Florida State. You can put both of them in the game at the same time, do some eye candy, pull some guards one way or the next, and it's a simple inside zone scheme that ends up going for a big play because it becomes very hard to defend.
Yeah, I love that. You get your guy pulling across. You get 2 backs in the backfield. You go 3 because you have Jordan Travis back there as well. You have 3 running threats in the backfield, 3 guys you feel confident in carrying the football, and then you can go make plays. And then we get to this, whether you want to call them package plays, you want to call them the RPOs, but this is a triple option. That's the way that I'm going to describe it. And we have another view that's a little bit better, but we have the give, right? We have the immediate dive guy. We have the quarterback running, and then we have the pitch. And it's a long pitch, but watch Travis's eyes coming down that line as he rides the line of scrimmage before turning upfield. He's looking and wondering, is it better for me to throw it or not?
Without a doubt. I like how you said triple option there because that's really what it is. The handoff to the running back, to run by yourself.
Here it is.
Yep.
Here it is, Max. Look at it. We got the give, we got the screen, and we got the defensive end that Travis is watching to figure out what he's going to do. Without
a doubt. And I would say on a lot of these reads are very easy. The defensive end is coming really hard upfield or he's crashing down really hard. I expect moving forward defensive ends to make it a lot tougher on Travis and create some of that gray area. Easy handoff, right? Defensive ends upfield. There's some big gaps right there. Middle linebacker misses a tackle and he rolls forward for 20 yards. Look in weeks to come for defenses to make it a lot harder on Travis to get those reads. But hey, that doesn't mean that Travis's legs are going to go away. He's always going to be a threat in the run game. And don't forget, pass game, I believe last week went 12 for 17, very efficient in the pass game. That's got to be the recipe for Florida State moving forward.